Delta group playing D&D. My name's Becca. I'll play Elspeth the Bard, and we will go from top down. So Foss is next for introducing himself.
I'm Foss, and I currently play Eret, the Draconic Knight.
I'm Sam. I'm playing Tom Foolery, the Goblin Trickster Cleric. Playing Scott.
Hey folks, I'm Scott, the DM for Delta Group.
And I'm Traz, and I'm playing Cloud, the Tabaxi Rogue Warlock.
Our players Azuzu, who plays Copy, the Arcane Trickster Rogue, will be late. He was stuck at work. And Dom, who plays Trevenix, I believe is absent for this evening because he is very busy today. So for now it will just be us, and I believe Foss is doing our recap.
Yep. So last week, last week's adventure, we all gathered back up. Copy, along with Tom's request continuously, Copy ended up being forced to be Tom's friend and partial guardian by Eret, and Copy has also wandered off to Toto's brothers to try and get a hold of these crocs Tom badly. After arriving, and the guard not knowing who Copy was and continuously refuting Copy's quests, Tom's brother not being there, Toto's brother not being there, Copy finally returns to us unable to retrieve it at that time. We all go on a small adventure, kind of wandering around, showing Tom around town, because Tom and Eret hadn't seen around at that point in time. At which point we eventually end up in Gilmore's, where we find that Eret can have his memories restored by Tom. Restoring Eret's memories caused Eret to have a flash, retrieving all the memories, discovering that he'd actually had a subliminal message implanted in his head to get his hands upon some scrolls. To which point we find out that Cloud takes them out of his bag, at which point Eret immediately tries to grab them and summons a tiefling who had implanted the message into Eret's head. At which point the Eret is subsequently bound by Elsbeth, unable to move. And the lads, Cloud, Copy, and Tom, chase after our tiefling friend, running through the crowd, eventually catching up. Tom modifies memory, meaning that Tom modifies the memory of the tiefling, meaning that the tiefling is now under the belief that the succubus that's currently after us stole the books from them, and that we got paid for the books as well. So somehow we turned this into a good situation. Eret left to go clear his head. Everyone else then kind of split off from Gilmore's. Copy and Elsbeth went for a walk. No, Cloud and Elsbeth went for a walk. And Copy and Tom went to go retrieve the shoes after bumping into the guard who said it was his day off. Have I missed anything, folks?
No, I think that's it.
We're good to go?
Think so. Oh, have we maybe lost Scott?
No, I'm here, just checking something's alright. Right, so as our recap confirmed, we had a lot of mixed identity nonsense going on last week, but the party managed to avoid, after the sudden recollection of memories and summoning forth a tiefling who was causing a bit of bother, yada yada yada. We're now going to pick off shortly thereafter with Cloud and Elspeth, what you guys up to right at this specific moment?
I believe we were just walking. I don't think we had a particular destination.
Yeah. Because there wasn't a Cobalt Reserve in Mon, so I had to take it back to Westrun, and the main book to, if I remember correctly, Whitestone. Sorry, that's one. Get it right eventually.
Don't get to Whiterun.
Yes, stop it. I know.
If we say it one more time, I guarantee you Todd Howard's going to appear on our stream and be and be like, "Here, have Elder Scrolls 5 for the millionth time, everybody." Wake up next week, it's going to be the back of a cart going, "Oh, good, you're awake."
Pretty much. So I believe we were just literally just pottering around. Because there wasn't really much else to do after simple job of copying Tom going to get some Crocs. We were just walking, I believe, just walking around town and such.
Just enjoying a afternoon stroll.
Yeah. She will go if you want the books that he suggested, Gilmore suggested being returned to the Cobalt Reserve in Restaurant. I can just pop there, drop them off, and pop back. It won't be too much of an effort.
Well, if we don't have much to do this afternoon, we can, if it's all right for both of us to go.
Of course, it's all right for both of us. I don't think I'm ever going to say no to taking a trip with you.
Oh. No time like the present.
Indeed, maybe we should at least let the others know where we're going, just in case. You never know what trouble might occur.
If you let Eret and Copy know that we'll be gone for maybe an hour.
I will do. So I will send a message to. I'll start with Eret and go, hey, I know you were wanting some time, but me and Cloud are about to pop to Westrun to drop the books off at the Cobalt Reserve. We shall be about an hour and then we will return. You can reply to this message.
No problem. You guys can go. I'll wander about for an hour. Let me know when you get back.
I will send another message back to Eret and go, if you're at a loose end, you're more than welcome to come with us.
Are you sure it's wise to be around those books just now?
Sorry, can you repeat what you said?
Are you sure it's wise for me to be around those scrolls and books right now?
I am fairly sure you will be fine. Come, we can test it out. Meet up with us and you can come with us.
Okay.
And
I'll make my way over.
Yeah, I'll give him a rough location. I'll go to Cloud. Eret is coming with us. He's a bit nervous about being around the books though, so.
There's nothing to be worried about. I very much doubt he can steal them from me.
That would be interesting to see him try. But anyway, I have another message to send. Give me a moment. And I will then send a message to Copy and go, hello, I know you're retrieving the shoes. Me, Cloud, and Eret will be popping to Westrun to drop the books off, and we will return probably about an hour or so, if nothing goes wrong. And Azuzu's here, he's just eating, so she just responds with okay.
Cool. So we'll have Treevee just kind of get sidetracked and wander off with our new little furry moth companion. Just doing our own thing. hopefully won't die and come back and be delivered in pieces to the party later on. Tom, what are you doing?
I'm just basically just like talking Copy's ear off the entire way, like telling him all about like different types of shoes he's seen, and like asking her loads of just questions about the city, and telling her little stories about just being a little kind of street raccoon. Just really just talking Copy's ear off the entire way, like a hyperactive child.
Do me a favour, make me a perception check.
That one.
Aye. Roll 20 is being slow as fuck. I can't actually confirm this. Give me a sec. First roll.
No, I think you're gonna need to jump out and jump back in, Sam.
Oh no, it was a nat 20. Let me just reload it.
I don't know what's going on with Roll20 lately. It's been doing this quite a lot.
I genuinely was looking at Discord, like text chat, and had to jump tabs, and it was freezing. So I was like, okay, if he's rolled a nat 1, this is gonna be bad. But I can't confirm it. Nothing there, so roll 20 being fucking weird.
I'll give it another go. It was. Did you get it?
Hang on, let me refresh the page because I don't see anything new popping up.
Nor do I. Oh, there we go.
Did you get that one?
Yeah.
I did, yeah.
I'm waiting for it to refresh.
You didn't get the 2 nat 1s that came up before that.
No.
After all that, it's a 10. Yeah, you're just rambling on, and copies here, and they're just eye rolling the whole time, just as you maneuver your way through the crowd, heading back to Toto's brother's office. Eventually getting towards the front doors. Appears that the place has been dubbed up shut.
Oh, it's closed.
Yep.
Hmm.
Sorry, guys, I'm still monitoring, but I can talk intermittently. So like the windows are like boarded up, and the main door's kind of boarded up and everything.
As in, the sign's been turned around, it says "We are closed," and it's been chained up at the front.
So it's just closed for the day, not closed
Oh.
permanently.
Tom will kind of look at Copy. Well, Elizabeth. Say, should we go in anyway?
You see, if it were just me, I would. But she likes you, and I think she doesn't want you to be involved with me, so I probably won't. At least now, with you here.
I mean, I can get sitting pretty quick.
Can you?
Well, I could just do that magic door.
Oh. Sure. Go for it.
All right, I'm just gonna dimension door us through to the other side of the door.
Yeah, it sounds like a jet turret.
Cool. So you dimension door through it.
Yep.
Cool. You reappear and they're in the kind of lobby area. Place looks empty.
All right. Do you know where these shoes where he keeps them?
Yeah, it should be in his office. And I'll kind of lead the way to the office, but I'm just going to be mindfully kind of looking out if there's anyone there, and generally trying to be a bit stealth, instead of just kind of like bundling through.
Make a stealth check.
First one, I've not rolled any D20 so far. Either really badly or really 50, really badly.
You get most of the way up the stairs until you knock over like a small like little bucket that was sitting at top of the stairs. Like somebody was like halfway through cleaning the top landing, and you knock the bucket back down the stairs, which just kind of goes clank, 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 shatter, da, 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 da. Usual bucket going down the stairs. Makes a lot of a racket, but there doesn't seem to be anyone around.
Does it look like there was activity happening and then it just suddenly stopped in the fact?
You have no idea.
I'm going to try to keep continuing going towards his Toto's brother's room, office, and see if the door is open.
You get to the door. What do you do with the door?
I'm just going to check if it's open or not.
You go and touch it, and it just goes. And it just creaks open.
Gonna just peek in.
Remind me, do you have dark vision at all?
Sorry, say that again. No, I don't have dark.
Room is pitch black.
I'll look to Trevi and kind of be sorry, not Trevi.
Tom.
Tom.
I'm gonna look to Tom and say, I can't see anything inside. Can you see anything inside?
Yes, I can.
What's inside?
I don't know. What do I see on the inside?
Tom will maneuver into the front and see that there's loads of papers lying about on the floor. A couple claw marks on the desk. Nothing that would insinuate that there was a like violent altercation, though depending on your degree of what violence would constitute as. The office chair seems a little bit like torn up as well in places. So rather let's not get examine as to further stains on it.
Right. Tabaxi claw marks, I assume. Not as Tom out of game,
Make a
obviously.
nature check. If you really want to know.
Did you get it?
Nope. Did anyone else see the result of that roll?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
What the heck is going on with roll 20, ladies and gentlemen? If you do, find in the comments below and let us know because fucking hell, this is getting irritating. But yeah, we'll just kind of skip that and say, yeah, it is tabaxi claw marks. But it would also appear that there's been stuff moved around in quite a hurried fashion, though it'll take a bit of like examination to determine when and how long ago, but apart from that, there's nothing else out of the ordinary in the room that you can see immediately.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna start rummaging through all of his stuff, just trying to find the shit.
Okay, make an investigation check, and let's hope this one shows up. Yeah, it
Could I,
shows up. And he's kind of just going through all his stuff, finding this little kind of almost pocket watch type thing. Might be worth about 20 gold's worth. Other than that, doesn't seem to be anything else much of value in the office currently.
All right, I'll turn to Copy and say, I can't find them. They're not here. There's a bunch of papers lying around. Looks like he got out of here quickly wherever he was going. But the shoes ain't here. I can't find them.
okay. Do you have any way to turn the lights on, or do you have any means you can give me a bit of light?
Not right this second, no. Well, can I find a light switch or a candle or something?
It's a little oil lamp.
I light that bad boy up.
As soon as you light it up, starts kind of dimly, and you can go, oh, turn it up full. And just kind of leaning over the desk, looking at you, just like someone just sit there and just goes, "Boo! What you doing here, kid?"
Oh, who are you?
Oh, I'm nobody. And kind of just like does this weird, uncanny looking kind of crawl around. Like it's almost as if they've got no bone structure. They kind of that way they kind of lean back and just kind of like crawl back and stand. Got a bit of weird kind of makeup on, kind of frilly outfit, kind of standing there. It's like, oh, I'm nobody in particular. I'm just passerby. Who are you and why are you here?
Oh, my name's Tom. I'm looking for some shoes. Who are you? What are you looking for?
Tom looking for some shoes in some fellow's office, and he kind of pulls his leg over his like shoulder and shows you like kind of like the jester type shoes with the little bell on them. And he starts ringing it, ding, 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 over the shoulder. How are these shoes? These are the shoes you're looking for?
Oh, they're not the ones I'm looking for, but I like them a lot. I like the bell on the end. I've not seen that before.
Well,
What's your name?
people just call me Bendy.
That's appropriate.
Like,
Not very imaginative, I admit, and he kind of starts displaying that sort of like weird bend emotions with it. Every time he twitches, is like twisting himself around in really uncomfortable ways.
I'm seeing all this, right? Because Tom's got a lantern on, yes?
Yeah, as soon as the lantern lit up, this person just appears.
Do I recognize this person at all?
You have never encountered anyone or anything like this creature your whole damn life.
I'll kind of towards Tom say, Tom, who's that?
That's Bendy.
Who's Bendy?
I don't know. He said he was just past.
His head kind of spins around like an owl. Just goes, me. And he starts waving back at you.
And why are you here?
Oh, nothing. I was just picking up one of these, and he just kind of pulls out like a little charm. It looks like it's been intricately made of like various little kind of metalworking techniques, almost like jeweler. Not quite jeweler style, but kind of was like large fitting for some contraption. Like, I was here to just pick this up.
But why is it all really dark here and the lights and everything's turned off?
Oh, I hadn't noticed. I don't tend to need lights to see. Kind of fluttering the eyes behind the makeup and stuff like that. Just look very sunken in, little red pupils just kind of sitting there.
Do you know who works here, Bendy? Or did you just come here randomly?
Oh, I was just picking up this. The boss had it made before
Oh.
the troop arrive.
Who's the boss?
The ringmaster, of course.
And that is?
Kind of looks like you puzzled and going, ringmaster for the circus. Don't you know about the circus?
I've never been.
You see the kind of like almost like a little, like there's a light kind of like backlight in his own faces that he's just like, oh, you've never been, have you? Oh, this could be such a delightful treat for you then. You know what? He pulls out a long sleeve, puts his hand in one arm into the other sleeve, rummages around for a sec, pulls out a little roll. He goes, how many friends do you have?
None.
That's a lie. She's got loads of friends. I've seen them all.
At that point, you're gonna just like kind of looks copy for a second, and kind of you just sort of like really stern look, and kind of just slithers down towards Tom. And goes, how many?
I'm gonna kind of step in immediately, put my hand on Tom's mouth, and say, none. He's a kid. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Well, if that number should improve in the short term, then he just kind of takes the roll of tickets and just kind of slides it towards Tom. Just
Tom puts up like 5 fingers.
oh, I see. And he just thumbs off 5 tickets. Says off. Put your names on the back. Entries on us for first timers.
Where is this circus?
Oh, you'll know. You'll know.
Assume I don't.
It's almost prefers a large grin just appears in the faces. Oh, you'll know when a circus is in town. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go deliver this to the ringmaster. Have a pleasant day, and oh, you might want to hide. And just as Bendy kind of blows out the oil lamp, you can just hear faintly the steps of someone coming up the stairwell, coming towards the office.
I'm gonna grab Treevy immediately and just kind of
Kind of hard to do. She's not here.
sorry, not Treevy. Tom. I'm gonna grab Tom immediately, and go straight on the other side of the door. So if the door opens in, I want to be behind that, basically on up against the wall, trying to hide.
Cool. You're in position behind the door. Tom, what you doing? You just kind of letting Copy manhandle you towards the door?
I'm just checking out. I thought I had invisibility permanently prepared, but apparently not, so I'm not going to do that. Yeah, sure, I'll just wait. Like, it's just a fun game. Just see what I'm nearly called Copy Tree then as well. Just see what Copy does.
You can hear the door handle getting rattled a little bit, and then the door opens. And this little halfling fella kind of wanders in, turns the oil lamp back on. Copy recognizes Toto's brother, yes.
I'll wait for him to close the door behind him or slam the door before I kind of look at his eyes.
Well, he's walked into the room and turned the oil lamp on and left the door wide open. So if you want to do the whole dramatic door shutting thing, feel free.
I'll do that, yeah.
Kind of drops a little bit. Oh, it's you creepy bitch. Oh, could you maybe not like break in and sit there and wait to scare the shit out of people? You see there's much claw marks that have been like, not immediately healed, but kind of not recent, but recent-ish, if you know what I mean.
No, that's not really my style. You've been busy, it seems.
Busy enough. How are you getting on with your finger quotes business? And what the fuck is that thing doing here? He just points at Tom.
This thing is my pet. I'm training him.
I'm not a pet.
Don't listen to him. He's not been house trained yet.
We're
Tom,
just friends.
do me a
Yeah.
favor. Just stand outside the door. Let me have a quick chat. I'll see what I can do about the shoes.
Why can't I stay here?
It's private.
What do you mean the shoes? You just bust out abruptly in front of you.
I'll give him immediately a glance that essentially says, "Shut up. Talk in a sec." And look back at Tom, saying, "Please, just 2 minutes. Promise."
All right. I'll give you a minute.
Okay.
And,
But-
yeah, Tom is gonna leave the room, then immediately turn invisible and stay in the room because I just found out what it is. I'm gonna link it, but yeah, I can turn invisible.
Would I see anything? Because I had invisibility before. Would I see any kind of verbal or somatic talk?
I'm gonna say no. You've just seen Tom walk out, turn back to go business talk, and then turned invisible. So I'm gonna say no for the time being.
Okay, I'll turn
Yeah.
to his.
It's not a spell. It's part of my. Yeah, it's just my cloak of shadows. As an action, you become invisible until the end of your next turn.
Okay. I'll turn to his brother and say, Toto's brother, and say, let's have a talk. Firstly, the shoes. That runt over there wants it. Any scope you can give it back?
What you mean those fucking ugly pieces of thing that Toto insisted were fashionable? That
Yeah.
you came into my office and dropped off covered in blood, and that was proof that I killed him.
Yeah.
One moment, he pulls out a key, goes behind his desk, opens up the little secret compartment, puts his shoes on the table.
Thank you. I'll put them in my bag. Now, down to business. Do you have a shipment heading out soon?
Well, yeah, I ship various arms and armor to points in Taldori. It's what I do for a living. What kind of stupid nonsense is that to ask?
Because I've got some information and I haven't been able to deal with. Hold on.
Benjamin.
Benjamin, I had it written down. Thank you, Becca. I'll go. Like, I haven't been able to deal with Benjamin yet. He's been elusive, let's say. But I've got some information that you might benefit from.
He sits in his chair and gets comfy. Do tell.
No. Firstly, I need to know what it's worth to you.
It's worth probably as soon as me not informing the authorities that someone's broken into my office and was waiting for me, like the manner that you seem to do it when you could have just came by at normal business hours and not.
Firstly, I did. Secondly, not my style. Thirdly, I know you're not going to do that because you would have done so for for Benjamin, everyone else that's been kind of coming in and out here.
What's your price?
I
No,
want
we're done.
I want another gun, something that can shoot from afar.
Like, what did you have in mind?
Could I take out some of my notes and kind of basically describe to him what are like essentially a rifle?
Goes over the notes and goes, well, musket stroke rifle would be easy enough to just hand over. There's like a whole lot of those coming off the production just like maybe the next day.
Do you have one ready now?
You really are an impatient little brat. Give me a moment. Making the rose off. There's like a little almost dumbwaiter like contraption in his office at behind like a false panel in the wall. Puts a little note in the side bucket. Send it down.
And some bullets for that and the other one that you gave me.
Oh yeah. Hang on, gets another bit of paper parchment, writes a bit of note and just sticks it in the little tube thing for the dumbwaiter. Couple of minutes go by. He comes back up with a little case.
Tom would be visible by now, right?
Yeah.
Would I notice him there? Or would Tom be completely silent?
Tom,
be
make a
quiet.
skill check and you make a perception check because I don't think you would be paying attention. You would too busy like gawking this thing for your little precious little rifle that you've been slabbering over.
What am I rolling in stealth?
Yeah,
Right, I'm going to guidance myself.
don't need it.
Yes, dirty 20.
Once his brother comes back, I'll have a look at it. Ah, perfect. The elephant took my last one. It's been something I've missed.
Slams the case shut and goes, now information before I hand it over.
I think, well, I've got some information that someone wants your brother's friends, and by extension me, to stop a shipment that you have going out in the next couple of days. I think you should start increasing your security around there and give your security a picture of me. So if they see me, they know not to kill me.
Hang on, let me give it a piece of canvas and a couple of brushes and I'll get a portrait of you prepped up and ready. What do you mean get your picture? What am I going to make it?
Well, just keep a mental image of me. How many people in the city do you know that looks like me?
Like they've got their face set up on by a very ugly, very nasty looking owl bear, and then hit that ugly branch in the way down of a tree that they've just fell out of. Not many. Now, how do I know this information is genuine and you're not just fucking me about like you've done before?
When have I fucked about? You wanted your brother dead, I killed him. I gave you the fingers of a known assassin, a known killer in the city, which you could have basically told everyone about.
Yeah, see that one about there? Yeah, just leaving severed body parts in my office. Never do that again. That took an awful lot of coin to get rid of the security that was, asking certain questions regarding why there were several fingers in my desk.
Oh, I'm sorry. You see, normally I have to provide proof that I killed someone, and these were wanted criminals. So perhaps if you show proof, you could have gotten good with the security, but clearly we operated slightly differently.
You see his hand is gonna just like pull out his face. He's like, right. This stays here until I can verify the information you've given me. I'll pass it on. It comes out good. This is yours. He just taps the box. If not, well, you've probably already realised that I'm the least of your worries if you start fucking around in this with our business. Got it?
Honestly, you are the least of my worries, to be fair.
Okay, can you get the fuck out of my office, please? You just
Hey,
face and go
you lose your shipment, that's your fault. I try to help. Completely help. I'll turn around and I guess I'll see Tom because he's standing there.
I'm hiding.
Ah, okay. I'll turn around and open the door and look out saying, Tom. Tom, I have your damn shoes.
Who's the plant now, bitch? Look at you. Oh, you might as well have a little bell around your collar right now. Maybe one that will match your hood. Can recommend a couple of tails for you when when you shoes you out.
I'm gonna give him a death glare. Understand that. You're alive because I need you. I don't need you alive. I can kill you now.
Shuts the
And
door in
walk
front
out
of
of this place.
Just shuts the door. Halfway through your speech, just shuts the door.
I'll walk out.
As soon as the door shuts and it's just Gaskin and Tom in the room, Tom will then just show himself, just like hi,
Oh Jesus! Fuck.
and then just
Please.
dimension door again, just back outside of the building.
I really need to help with my security. Just fuck this. You'll be back outside. A few moments later, you'll see Cobby kind of just strolling out as an would do.
Hello.
Where did you go?
I waited outside like you told to.
I said the door.
Yeah.
And I called. You weren't there.
Yeah, no, I was here.
Where did you go?
I was here.
No, you weren't here.
Yes, I am. Outside the door.
The office door?
Oh, the office door. I was outside the front door. Get my shoes.
Yeah.
Kind of just puts both his hands out, like, gimme, gimme, gimme.
Not yet.
I thought you didn't want me around.
I don't, but you have your use to it.
Then just give me the shoes.
Not yet.
I will eat your face if you don't give me the shoes. I'm a goblin.
Okay. And then you'll never get the shoes.
Well, I will, because I'll just, pull them off your dead body.
They're
Give me
not
the
on there.
shoes! Give me the shoes!
Okay. Stop being a child. Behave.
That's literally impossible.
Let's walk.
Bam. Let's walk.
And we'll start walking towards where we're starting walking. The tavern we're in.
Okay, as you guys are walking off towards the tavern, What is our trio of other players off to? As you are wandering towards, I believe, the Cobalt Reserve, are you dedicated to the teleport, or are you just meeting up?
Having a peculiar sixth sense feeling of betrayal and goblin face eating.
It's like
But
mentioning the shoulder, just between the shoulder blades. Wonder where that's coming from.
waiting for Eric to arrive, seeing if he's alright first.
Have I
Yeah.
arrived yet?
As Eric's making his way through the streets, you hear like very strange giggling noise from a nearby like alleyway.
Eric's had enough for today. He's going to ignore the giggles and keep going. He just kind of pops his head around for a second and goes, I can't be bothered with this today. No more. And just keeps walking.
You walk by several other rows of like houses and buildings, and you hear like more sporadic laughter happens as you pass certain like dark corners. Not directed at you, but you just hear it.
Damn it. Fine. Go and have an investigation into it. I have.
Make me a perception check to see if you can spot anyone or anything.
All curiosity points right now.
Oh, you noticed that from one particular little kind of divot in the side, you just see someone in a trench coat just walking out. Almost drunkenly. Walking out of the little divot and heading down the street.
Gonna go look in the divot.
Yeah, it appears just to be shadow. Nothing there. Just a dark little corner.
Okay. Just in its head, all you can hear right now is today gets weirder, weirder as it goes on. Just gonna go meet my friends. And I'm gonna go meet my friends now. As he turns to wandering back to find Elspeth and Cloud.
So you see them a little bit off in the distance, and you start heading your way back over. And a couple of moments later, you meet up with your two friends. Are you all going to just immediately go, right, we're ready to go and teleport away, or do you
I'm
wish to
gonna,
do something beforehand?
I'm gonna go, well, we should probably not do this in the middle of the street. It'd look a bit weird, so we should find somewhere a little quieter for me to at least draw the teleportation circle.
Eric's just gonna point to the lane. He was just going, well, there's Gigglefit Lane over there.
Sorry, there's what?
Gigglefit Lane. I walk past like 3 lanes on the way here, and all I can hear is laughing.
That's unusual.
I'm beginning to lose track of what's unusual and what's normal nowadays.
That happens a lot, it seems.
Also losing track of what's in my head being put in my meh.
Yeah, it's not fun having your head messed with, I'm sure.
Yeah. How does this magic circle thing of yours work? It's circle, and I assume it's something Gilmore has given you.
No, this is one actually that I got on my own. So basically, I'm going to draw on the floor. You'll hear music in your head while I'm doing it. I apologize, I can't stop that. It's part of the spell. It will open up a portal for 6 seconds, which we can walk through, and we will end up in Westrun. We will drop off the books that we need to drop off. And unless Cloud or yourself has anything you want to do in Westrun, I will then repeat the circle drawing and bring us back here. Not right to this spot, we will return over in the Cloud Top district, but back in Imon.
What happens if we're not all the way through the portal after 6 seconds?
You will not have to worry about that because you two will go through first.
He's just going to turn around and look at his tail and go, I'm not worried about all of me, I'm worried about the bit of me that sticks out the back.
That is why you shall go first. And I will be the last one through the portal. Then you don't have to worry about anything. So, are we ready to go? And we will go down Gigglefit Lane, as Eret has called it.
Before we go, I finally got the item back I meant to give to you. He's going to go into his satchel and take out what's left, the piece of a banner, the tatter of a banner. And he's just going to hand it over. It's not the same as when I last gave this to you. It's a little bit different now.
Can Elspeth feel the magic on it?
There's a very faint magical presence, though exactly what she cannot determine.
Yeah, I can. It feels different. Someone's popped some magic in there, it feels like.
Yes, I'm not very good at this. Try and explain what I asked him to do. If you ever need help, you use this and it will tell me you need help, and I'll be able to come find you.
She's gonna look down at the banner, look up at Eret, back down at the banner and go, that is the second most thoughtful gift anyone has ever given me. Thank you very much. And she'll give him a big hug and she will tie the banner to her belt. We'll go, hopefully that will make me feel a little bit safer next time I'm left by myself.
Let's do this magic door drawing finger paint thing.
So I will walk to Gigglefit Lane and begin the casting. So you'll get music in your head that'll instantly make you think of Westrun and Elspeth mixed in, and then there'll be a portal, and she'll tell you to go through.
And just as you're about to go through the portal, you can just see kind of peering out of a nearby corner is the long coat figure just waving at you just as you go through it. And flash, you're back in Westrun.
She's going to turn to Cloud and you saw that, right? You saw that guy?
Friend of yours?
I think he was laughing at me.
You think he was laughing at you, or you know he was laughing at you?
When you walk past 3 lanes and laughter comes out of each 3 lane as you walk past, you start to assume people are laughing at you. The entire time I have been in that town, everyone has been staring at me and judging. Getting to me.
Oh, welcome to the world. People like to do that.
Quick moment goes by and someone comes in and goes, hello, how can I help you?
Oh yeah, we're in the basement of the Cobalt Reserves. I forgot about that.
Yes, and they kind of point towards a couple of guards that he has, who are already kind of not drawing weapons, but kind of like standing like halt, who goes there kind of motion. It's like, yeah, they're a bit on the quiet side for our liking, but yeah. Who are you, and how can we assist with you just appearing in here out of unnoticed and I'm not really good at this. Can you deal with them? And kind of just taps on the guard's shoulder. He's like, yeah, we're dealing with it. It's fine. Calm your shit.
I'm going to turn around and move my hair to the side so it shows the holy symbol that no longer works that I had tattooed to the back of my neck and go, don't worry, we're known here. We have come to drop off some books.
No, kind of
So-
look first and look back at the member of the reserve who goes, right. Just a moment, I'll go verify with upstairs, and you just hear the faint footsteps echoing in the corridor as he runs up the stairs. Echoing returns as he comes back and goes, they're allowed up, just let them up. And the guards can just like do the whole move along, kind of arm motion up the stairs.
After you.
Start heading up, following Elsbeth, I presume.
I'm just gonna trudge behind.
Guards keep the eyes trained on you, but more particular towards Eric because, big man mountain of a dragonborn, particularly of black scaling, given its west run.
Yep.
And you're into the top, or the ground level of the Cobalt Reserve. Someone comes and goes, yes, I believe it was Elspeth, Cloud, and I haven't met this one before.
Eric. And I'm not scary as I look.
Oh, I don't mind. I have met quite a few Dragonborns in my time. You'll have to forgive people. Certain attitudes don't change quickly. But yeah, there's a list of books you said you wish to return. You could have chosen a lot more, discreet methods rather than just appearing in the teleportation circle room without permission to make a
Well,
return.
we were in Mon at the time, so only way we could really think of getting back here.
And also you gave me the teleportation circle design to use it. I would assume being gifted it would kind of imply permission.
Yes, but a little bit of forewarning because just that way the guards are aware and they don't just assume someone just appeared and with ill intent. After recent happenings, you understand security.
That's understandable. At least we didn't come through with horses or something. Who would be so foolish?
Who would do such a thing? It's just an absurd notion. Although you see him just do that sort of thing, mentally prepare, like imagining somebody coming in with like the hand motions getting over like trotting of horses going. That would just be odd. She said. Anyway, the books. You kind of reaches out a hand for me to hand it over.
And Cloud will
1 second.
sort of move over to a table a little way away from Eric, and pull out the first book and just watch Eric's motion or movement. See if he sort of goes autopilot again first.
Eric's actually gonna have his eyes closed.
Nothing appears to happen when the first book comes out.
And I keep my eyes shut.
I'll keep on pulling all the books out, apart from that one specific one.
You get them all out, nothing happens.
So I'll leave the last one where it is and say, we discovered these on our travels. A I believe Dr. Woodrow, we informed you being a illithid, unfortunately.
Ah, yes, that was a really well. Dr. Woodrow turned out to have been one of our members of staff who was suddenly murdered quite some time ago, and it would appear that Illithid seemed to have taken her place. Quite disturbing,
Yes.
in hindsight.
Upside, we've dealt with her, or it, or that thing. Do they actually have genders? I don't know. Didn't actually look. But yeah, she's been dealt with, but from what I presume, she had other contacts of a illithid keeping track on the surface, or something or other, but we did find these books in her possession, in a hideout she had.
They can look over the books and go, "It's an odd collection for an Illithid to gather, but well, whatever misdeed she would have planned, they're no longer going to be of issue, I believe. So, and what's the last one you have there?"
Oh, Cloud wouldn't even pulled out his haversack.
Oh, okay. But thank you very much. You can have bundles all the books together. I think a little bit of compensation is probably required, given that the rarity and knowledge in these books. Give me a moment, and you kind of bundles them all together and just kind of waddles away with them. Be a little moment before he comes back. So, Eric, as you're kind of standing with your eyes wide shut, feel a slight tingling sensation.
Where?
Just a little twinge in your shoulder. It just seems like something odd.
Going to scratch at it like it's in it.
Scratch on it. It just turns out one of your shoulder plates is a bit misaligned a little bit. Once you put your hand there, it's just like, oh yeah, it's just a little loose fin. Yeah, fix that. There we go. Then the little cobalt reserve guy comes back. Well, what we have here, there's a couple of little extra blank spell scrolls. I don't know. Sorry, we don't have any coin lying around. We've still had to, pay out for the repairs and upgrading security and a few other bits and pieces. So we don't have cash
Of
readily at
course.
hand. So a couple of these spell scrolls. I'm not sure if you have any like arcane users amongst your group apart from, and you can just browse towards elsewhere with it, who might find them of any use. They're blank, so you can store spell. For a little bit of time, you can probably transcribe a spell into them and use them at a later date if you so require.
Cloud sort of looks towards Elsbeth, being that she knows a bit more about magic than he does.
Well, there's no other. Well, arcane user there is technically if you count Elizabeth, but I'm the only arcane spell user in the group. I believe Tom is divine, and Trevi, from what I've seen, is more nature-based. But I can potentially transcribe spells onto there for other people to use. Maybe?
Well, if they can be useful, then happily. But we would definitely say, particularly be careful with those books. Obviously, as we said, Anilithid had them, but we also believe she had them while she was here, and it was the gift and that these were the books they were looking for, along with some demons in Imon were also looking for them. A tiefling was looking for them, so multiple parties looking for these books. So hopefully put that coin to some good security.
Okay, so you were putting in top-notch measures to ensure that no one steals from this repository again.
Well, Cloud will put the scrolls in the bag in his haversack and just sort of nod his head and go, well, good luck with that. And turn to Elizabeth.
So, on that note, is there anything either of you two would like to do in West Run before we return to Imon?
I don't even know what's in West. However, I don't feel entirely comfortable with leaving the goblin with Elizabeth for this length of time. Back, Tom's missing a limb.
Cloud, did you want to check in on your sister or anything before we go?
Could do if you think we have a bit of time.
Eric's just gonna look at Claire and go, "How many goblins do you have?"
About a dozen here in Taldore, a few over in Marquette. I've got one in Vasselheim, and then we have probably another 2 dozen back in on the Menagerie Coast.
I thought Tabaxi were cat people, not rabbit people.
I was we were all children of the street. We became a family, not by blood.
Oh, that makes
Elspeth will send Cloud a message and go, I do believe meeting Ellie might be good for Eret.
Cloud will nod his head and telepathy saying, I'm happy with that. Well, there's a good point. If she finds out I was here in Western and I didn't drop in, she might hit me. That's never fun. So, as we have a bit of time, Cloud will sort of nod his head and start heading out of Western to Ellie's home.
Before we go, Elizabeth, is this like the big magic place that they keep all of the spell? A large portion?
In the Cohort Reserve, I don't believe so. It's a library of sorts. So they keep lots of knowledge and books. I don't think they specifically collect spells, although I don't know. Do they specifically collect spells, DM?
They would have access to a lot of probably arcane lore and knowledge. Spell books, probably, of some description would probably, I would assume, would be in here somewhere. But again, the reserve's main function is to be a repository of knowledge of all kinds. So
It's the Mitchell Library. Right.
Why? What
Look
were
at
you
it.
thinking? Oh, sorry, Scott. After you.
no, there you go.
No. I was just going to ask Eric what he was specifically looking for, but honestly, carry on.
That was it. I was just finishing off the point.
Oh, okay, so Elspeth go, why? What were you specifically looking for?
I'll discuss it later. It's something that I think the arcane might be able to fix. Possibly might stop the arcane growing much small.
Oh, okay. Well, let us go for a trip first, and we'll discuss it when we get back. I did tell them we'd be gone about an hour or so, and it's only taken a minute to get here, and then probably not very long while we're here, so we've got time. We'll go see Ellie.
Cool. While you guys are traveling over to Ellie's, we're going to jump back to I would hate to say the word dynamic, but certainly dubious duo. That is Tom and Copy. You guys are back at the usual tavern, finding quiet spot somewhere, I guess, to chat, or are you going up to the rooms?
Eat his face.
I'm gonna go up to my room.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to Copy's room as well.
I'm gonna stop him at the door, saying, "Sorry, what? What? This is my room, not your room, not our room either."
Oh right, yeah, no, get that. Oh, okay. You can just give me the shoes and I'll go.
I will. Not now. You've already showed me your hand. I'm gonna wait until you have something I need.
Well, you know, just give me the fucking shoes and I'll go. I'll be gone. I'll be out of your way. I'll be out of your.
I'll take out one shoe and give it to him.
I'm gonna need both shoes.
No.
Come on, one shoe.
Yeah, one shoe.
Where's the other?
I have it. I'll give it to you when I want to.
Yeah,
But you have to help me out as well. Can't just go one way.
Or you could just give me the shoes.
Why? What have you done for me that I just give you the shoes?
I stopped that woman. You know, the one that you failed to stop.
Okay.
I got you in that building. You got to have whatever conversation you wanted to have.
Okay, and?
There's two. One per shoe. Any more, you're gonna owe me a third shoe.
I don't even owe you this shoe. But okay. As long as you stop following me around.
Yeah, I'll stop following you around.
I'll give him the other shoe.
He's just gonna start hopping around on the spot, like super happy with himself. It's been a pleasure.
It hasn't really, but okay.
And before he turns away to go downstairs to find some scraps, he's just gonna turn back and say, "I'm not as stupid as I look. Just so you know."
Thank you for letting me know.
You're welcome. Do you want anything? Drink? Some scrap?
No. I just want you to leave me alone for it.
Okay, can do. And Tom will head downstairs.
I'll just rest in my room.
Cool, you just go sit down next to the bed. Everything's exactly as you left it. Open window, but everything else is exactly the same.
I didn't leave the window open.
Everything else is exactly the same, bar the open window.
I'm just gonna look towards the window because and just kind of out loud and say, I mean, I'd much rather you speak to me directly instead of kind of using the tricks you taught me to use.
Does a 21 hit?
21. Yeah, it does hit.
Okay. As you're like calling out the window, you just hear the slight whirling noise of something coming towards you, and suddenly your arms are bound by your side. You've just been hit with a set of bowlers.
Would I be able to uncanny dodge them at all?
No. Make me a strength check, however, to try and see if you can loosen yourself off.
2 secs. Sorry. Just give me 2 secs. Strength check or saving throw?
Check.
6.
No chance. You're all wrapped up tight like a little Christmas present and just kind of keel over a little bit. And suddenly, decroaking and kind of lunges forth, standing on your chest with a stiletto, as in shoe, heel, coming down almost like a hacking motion, is another little goblin fella going, "Ah! Sandal is beating you, crazy woman. Now hand over the shoes." "I know you have them."
What shoes?
"Do not play toy with me. Sandal has beaten you. I demand the shoes."
Oh, for the love of God. I don't have any shoes. Can you
"This shoes
just leave?
are ugly. I want these shoes. I want the Crocs."
Oh,
And he just looks with these big wide eyes.
it's with the other one.
"The other one? What riddles do you speak?"
The other one that looks like.
"Are you insinuating that all goblins look alike? That's slightly racist. I don't know why you insult Sandal with that this hardly racial bigotry towards small people with pointed ears and big noses and green skin. Just tell me where the shoes are." And he kind of slams the stiletto heel next to you.
I'm just gonna be quiet.
Meanwhile, downstairs, Tom is finding a little. There's a table just kind of been like freed up next to him. One of the staff walks by and goes, "Take a seat, sir, if you want. Just make sure you put a little." And she kind of pulls out a little towel and goes, "If you're going to put the shoes up, just don't put them on the table. Put them on that."
Oh no, I slipped these into my bag. No, don't worry. And he'll pop them into his little sack. Do you have any scraps? Any leftovers? Anything nobody wants?
Before the waitress can answer, you just hear this kind of like baritone voice says, "Oh, don't worry, my dear." And you hear a coin getting tossed towards or lands on a tray. Because make sure this little one is equipped with the finest food you have on offer. You turn
Oh,
around at the guy who's been performing music the last few nights is just kind of tossed a coin over.
oh, thank you. Normally, I don't have to pay for my food because it's the stuff people didn't like. So that might be nice. Thank you. What's that for?
No reason at all, my friend. Other than I simply can. And he just reaches over, gets his drink, takes a sip, and then just sits there with his heart. There's a few people in the audience just going to look at him and going, "No, he's so cool." And there's other people going, "He's such a twat." And kind of a bit of a mixed vibe for a lot of people, but generally most people seem to like him.
Tom's kind of a trusting person. You trust him, but at the same time, he's been after these shoes for a long time, so he's keeping that bag like real close to his side, kind of squeezing it up against himself so that nobody can see what he's got. But he'll be quite nice and um, appreciate the gesture.
A few moments later, the tray of food comes out. It's like bits of bacon, fried eggs, like fresh stuff, not the scraps you normally get.
Oh my god, this is amazing. This is so much better than what I'm used to. Even the bad bits are good. He'd probably just eat the entire plate in a few seconds. Just real goblin style, sharp teeth.
Maybe a con save, please. Okay, your body's been that used to eating trash that now you've actually gotten good quality food, it doesn't know how to handle it. Like, you're not going to just immediately spew, but you can tell you're having a bit of an odd situation here. To which point you're like, oh, stomach's a bit, I feel like it's a bit exploded until you just feel that hand come over and just says like, relax, and healing words kind of settles your stomach a little bit. There you are, my friend.
Oh, thanks. What's your name anyway?
Oh, we can flex the hair back. My name is Darius. Nice to meet you, my little goblin friend. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have another appointment to another performance to give in a nearby establishment.
Wait, do you know Bendy?
Turns goes, I do not know anyone by the name of Bendy.
Do you know any bendy people? Like really bendy? Works
He
at the
takes a
circus?
moment to kind of calculate his answer here because he's sitting there like, do I know any bendy people? I do have a
What?
friend who has a bit of a reputation among soldiers, but that's a story for another time. Quite literally, another time. But until we meet again, my my little goblin friend.
Okay, it's nice to meet you. He's checking that his shoes are still there.
Your shoes are still there.
Good.
Meanwhile, back
Nice.
upstairs, Sandel is still sitting on like Bobby chest. It's like, now, tell me. He grabs the heel section of the shoe, twists it, and it actually turns into a stiletto.
I'm just gonna keep quiet again. I'm just like, just kind of done.
Like, tell me, will I use this?
No.
Well, if he's kind of looking, kind of feels like, in the name of St. Albans, and just kind of starts to shank you with the stiletto. And if you're being thrown, it's with advantage. Give me a sec. With advantage, hold on. There's a 17 hit.
Yeah, just it.
Because that's 7 points piercing damage.
Hmm.
Just tell me now.
No.
He's getting really, really frustrated, just kind of staring you there. It's like, you're telling me where the shoe is? Where the shoes are? I swear to St. Albans, I will turn you into a little pincushion.
And then you still won't know where the shoe is.
We'll jump to our adventuring trio as they approach Ellie's.
For obviously Foss's information, Cloud has led you and Elspeth out of Westrun, into the farming fields around it, down a few tracks and such, and turned off. And as you crest a small hill, you see a quite decent sized little farmhouse with several barns and such dotted about. And as you approach, you probably see quite a few children moving about, sort of playing around, but at the same time working, doing bits and pieces, jobs here and there, helping move sacks and such. And you see probably what you'd think at first are like some smallish adults, until you get a bit closer and have a better look and realize they are children, but they are Goliath children. Hulking young children just hoofing bags of wheat onto a cart or something, as Cloud just walks up and waves at a few of them as he starts approaching.
Just gonna lean over to Elspeth and go, "What is it with you two in wayward houses for children?"
I will respond, well, I was brought up in one, so I don't really have a choice. Mm, Cloud
Same
and
motion.
Cloud and his brothers and sisters obviously had a taste of what it's like to be without one, so.
That's nice.
And now I just gather them as adults, apparently.
Family is nice to have, I think.
Well, I'm sure you'll know soon, because you've got one now. And she'll link her arm with his as they walk across over to Ellie's.
Cloud will walk up to some of the children and just go, "Morning, my kids. Where's Ellie? Is she about?"
They kind of all just point out in the one direction towards the back of the house.
Pardon? Didn't hear that.
They all point in one direction to the back of the house.
Cloud nods, and heads around the back.
Cool. You walk back, and then Clover are just kind of doing rounds with some of the smaller kids outside at the back. Clover notices Elspeth and Cloud coming right away and can just like raises her head up, just like doing the whole sort of head tilt thing that dogs tend to do.
Our character, do I know that Clover was here, supposed to be here?
I don't know if she's supposed to be here either.
Which point like it was, yeah, she kind of just arrived the other day here. And we were wondering when you'd come back to deal with.
Cloud sort of looks at Ellsworth, and for Foss's information, Ellie probably stands about the same height, roughly the same height as Cloud, 6'6", roughly, and she is what did I put her down as?
Bronze.
Yes, a bronze dragonborn.
Hmm.
Quite robust, very strong. Probably could give you a run for your money. Definitely a person who works the fields and deals with a lot of children, and definitely has to deal with Goliath children.
Just gonna look at Cloud and go, I see where all the strength in your family went.
Well, some of us was built for speed, some of us were built for
Beating you,
strength.
man. That's what we're gonna do. Careful how you choose your words. One of the older kids is about to say something, goes, and before you say a thing, young man, I know what I says, and I'm now regretting it. Context is key.
Howder smiles and winks at the kid.
Now I'm just gonna go. So, how can I help you folks today? I'm guessing it's not just a casual visit.
It is actually. I know how much you get annoyed when I'm nearby and I don't drop in.
More than a little.
And even though I try and hide it, you generally find out anyway. But I hope everything's been alright lately. No troubles or anything.
No, actually, everything's been quite ordinary. Borders and boring, apart from obviously the kids and your friend over here, and she kind of leans over and pats on like shoulder of Clover, who's doing it another kind of not a substantial stretch, but she's also noticeably bigger than the last time you saw. Pretty much almost at full growth for a dire wolf.
Cloud just sort of looks at Ellsworth and just goes, is she actually going to stop growing at some point?
I don't know. Maybe. Although she seems to like it here, apparently. I didn't even notice she'd gone. Which probably says a lot about me.
Question. Would Eric know about dire wolves? About like what they're big, what they can grow into and everything else?
Sorry, what was that?
Would Eric kind of know what a full-grown direwolf would look like their actual like height and stuff like that? Obviously not like down to they'll be like 6'3" and stuff like that, but would he be able to go? Well, they usually get to about this size.
Yeah, I would say that you'd kind of have a rough idea from like past vaguely defined experience that you can go, well, really, she's only needing to go about this big, and you can just do that whole like thumb and finger thing above her, just going this little bit bigger.
Yeah, not got much to go. A wee bit more.
Good to know. Although, I don't know. Maybe she should stay here if Ellie's willing to have her.
Eric's just gonna pet Clover and go, well, she'd be a fine nanny. Sure.
I'll look at Ellie and go, would you be willing to keep her? She walked all the way here from Imon. I'm assuming she prefers it here.
How did you get from Amon to here?
Your guess is as good as mine?
She kind of looks puzzled at the dial for a few seconds, going like, "How did ever this?" And just as that, she's looking at a puzzle, going, "You got here like a day ago. How did you get?" And you just again, Eric hears the giggling. It came from that trench coat from just before he's teleported.
Right, at this point in time, Eric's incredibly paranoid. Can I run a perception to see if I can find out where that's coming from?
Perception check if you wish.
Because at this point, he is para. Accidentally backed out of that. Give me perception.
You're looking about and you see all the kids from the orphanage. You see a bunch of like nearby farmers. You just you can't locate the source of the laughter.
She's on the Elizabeth, and go. Did anyone else hear that time?
Did we hear that?
Passive perceptions, yeah, you probably would have heard it, yeah.
The giggling, yes.
Right, so I heard that in a moment before I met up with you, and then the person that I heard it from was there when we teleported. Could someone else have used that teleportation circle when we used it at the same time and been undetected this whole time?
I very much doubt it. It would have been 6. They would have had 6 seconds. You going through, Cloud going through, me going through. Unless they were stood like right next to the teleportation circle and we didn't notice. Unlikely.
You hear a bunch of voices speaking in uncanny unison going, Orby moves very quick. And you turn around and there's like a trench coat just kind of standing there.
Drawing my sword.
Yeah, Elspeth's on the defensive too. Although not drawing a sword because she knows she's fucking useless with that.
The exact motion that Eric does is he draws the sword with the right and puts his left arm in front of Elspeth to put him behind him.
And how can I help you?
Again, multiple voices speaking at once going, oh, we're just here for entertainment.
Entertain yourselves
Oh, we are.
without using us as a distraction.
At that point, you can see the coat kind of tilts over to side on and kind of goes, we did. Look. And they kind of, you see the hand kind of put, the arm, the sleeve, as it would be, kind of like flopped up, pointing towards Clover.
Why did you bring the direwolf here?
Yesterday.
And here's a better question. How did you know about here?
Or or Clover.
There's a bit of a long pause, and you can hear very faint whispering. As if there's a lot of internal debate going on inside the trench coat.
Can I try and work out why there's multiple voices coming from that?
Make an insight check.
I don't know why that was whispered to the GM. 23.
23. That's not one entity. It is, of course, several. It is 3 people stacked on top of each other.
Can I suggest you all come out of the coat? It's easier to have a conversation when we can see everyone and not just one head.
You can hear kind of a very faint deflated and you see that almost the coat kind of deflates, and out of it pops out 3 little gnomes wearing very peculiar looking kind of like combination of makeup and hairstylings and little half masks and frilly outfits, just like, excuse us.
Clever trick. I think I heard of some halfling brothers doing the same thing, but I didn't ever thought about doing a 3-person one. Very ingenious.
The one you can tell was at the bottom is the kind of sort of more broader shoulder looking gnome. He's like, yeah, it was a bit hard to do it at first, but and the other one could just like, quiet you. Well, you figured this out, so congratulations. And they kind of do like kind of mock dance. It's like, hey.
Well,
And honestly, we just thought about sending this far away, and we just kind of guessed it. We just looked at a map and went, eeny, meeny, miny, this one. And
Hmm. And why did you follow us?
they all kind of look at each other as if puzzled about, eh? We're just trying to keep ourselves busy until the big show.
Why are you keeping yourselves busy with us?
and so far away from Imon, how do you plan to get back?
You can do a little mock huddle thing and go, 1 second. Start whispering amongst themselves. Okay, we have a plan. Kind of, sort of, maybe. Each one says it individually, kind of, sort of, maybe.
Okay, so what's the plan?
They'll start backing towards the coat and start to slip themselves back under. Reform up the main coat and kind of go, see its hands kind of trace out similar circle to what you made. But before they finish, they kind of go, get the picture.
So you can do the same type of spell.
Pretty much.
And what's this show you're waiting for?
At that point, they all kind of just like trickle out of, before they make the circle, they all trickle out of the coat, leaving it just kind of 40 seconds going, the carnival, of course.
I'm just gonna kind of look at Cloud and Elizabeth and go, what?
Carnival.
What is that?
Well, to the public, it's generally a traveling group of people who can do wondrous, interesting, and amazing things for entertainment and such. But behind the scenes, 9 times out of 10, it's people who can rob, steal, and exploit people for money.
So we can be a carnival.
We could if we wanted to.
I have a good question for you three. What do you do at this carnival?
All look at each other and go, we perform tricks.
More specific?
You just have to come and see.
Best way to get someone to come see something or try something is a free sample.
Make a persuasion check.
Damn it.
They kind of go, no freebies. This show's utterly to die for, otherwise, what's the point?
Don't think I want to go to the carnival.
And what is the name of your carnival?
Well, see, we couldn't. The bosses can't come up with a name, so it's right now the carnival's just kind of like a blanket term that we use. But you'll know.
Well, would I so kindly get the boss's name? The ringleader of this carnival?
Oh, you almost got it. You almost got it. The middle one's kind of like you almost got it. The ringmaster.
Yes, what is his actual name?
His name is Hugh.
Hugh.
Yeah.
Hmm. Out of character, would I ever heard of possibly a circus with a Hugh or something?
Depends. If you've been to a cinema in the past like year and a half, you probably have. But I can feel the eye rolling, guys. Don't judge.
I've got one of the
But,
songs from that, or two of the songs from that show, that film on Elsa's playlist.
And right now, two of our other group members are just spamming me with gifts because they've noticed what the shitty joke was. But yeah. But out again, Cloud would kind of never heard of. And on that note, we're going to go back to our boy Tom, who's just on cloud nine, enjoying his shoes, just sitting next to him. He's like, "Oh, the prize shoes I've came after for so long."
Oh yeah, he's just living it, living the life. He's gonna sit back. He's got a nice big cup of water. He's eating all of his meats. He's just kind of just waiting for the rest of the group to get back, really.
Okay. Meanwhile, upstairs, I'm guessing Copy's just gonna lie there, just done.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do. I can't make another saves with the bowlers, so I'm just gonna wait until this guy gets tired out.
Second one is about 2 gun, just gonna stab the floor plank next to him. He's like, "Tell me now."
I'm just gonna just look at him.
You kind of looks and he goes, "Hey." Clambers off you just for a second. Paces up and down for a moment. He's thinking really, really hard. You can tell because he's a goblin. He's got the big, massive vein in his forehead as he's thinking really hard.
Hey, that's slightly racist.
Hey, have you ever seen one angry goblin? Kind of like, they always pull that face. Normally, before you smack him with the blunt end of a warhammer, but yeah. So, and now it's just gonna like sheath his stiletto dagger and back in the stiletto.
Decided yet?
He says, "I've been going at this the wrong way. I should do this," and he hits you with the actual shoe itself. $14, I'm guessing, doesn't hit.
No, it doesn't. But I guess you roll with advantage. Was the 9 the first one?
The second one was okay, so he was just like, there. 17.
Yeah, 17 will hit.
5 points bludgeoning damage, just scud with a shoe.
I'll spit out some blood and say, I do find it. I will find it really interesting. What's going to give up first, you or my will to live?
He says, "Well, I know what one will win in the end. The one with the soul."
And then what?
And
You're
then I
still.
carry my quest to find the shoe, the Crocs.
Or, you know, you could let me go and actually let me help you, which is what I was doing from the beginning.
Kind
I
of
don't.
stands there with the arms kind of like at his sides, going, "You've been doing nothing but lie on the floor and take whatever I've just like smacked you with, including the shoe. This shoe here, pointing at it, going, you've done exactly nothing else. Anytime I've asked you where the shoes are, I've demanded where the shoes are, you've done nothing. So as far as helping me is concerned, I call, as the humans and elves and dwarfs normally say, a bowl, plain cow bullshit. So either you tell me whether the Crocs are, or I continue to pummel you with the shoe.
Or you can let me go and I can tell you exactly where it is, which is what I've done from the beginning.
No, you haven't.
I told you the other goblin had it. Literally the first thing I said to you.
Yeah, saying that other guy has the shoe is one thing. Tell me, where is he?
I don't
Where is
know.
he?
Somewhere.
And at
I
that
gave
point, he
him
hits
the
you with
shoe. Sorry, I didn't hear that properly.
he hits you with the shoe again upon not giving the
Okay.
answer he's looking for. 14, I'm guessing, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't.
You get really frustrated and just like smack the voice. Johnny, wait! Ah! You start smacking randomly just across the either side of your head.
I mean, he could potentially be anywhere in this tavern. We both came back here. I gave him the shoe, and then he left my room. I literally told you this right at the beginning.
There's a bit of a drawn out silence. And we go downstairs with Tom just in the bar, just chilling out with his prized possessions next to him.
Oh yeah, totally oblivious to what's going on. Legs swinging, the side of the chair, just loving it, loving life.
At that point, he gets a kind of hearty tap on the shoulder by a rather gruff looking, eye patch wearing dwarf with like big gauntlets on his hands, going, "Listen, little fella." He gets right almost in your face. He goes, "Do you know what I like most about little goblin twips like you?"
Positive outlook on life.
And he reaches behind him as if he's about to pull a weapon. And he pulls out a wineskin and goes like that. Slams on the table. Goes, is it you're fucking funny when you're drunk? Here, have some of this.
Oh no, I'm fine. It's not really for me, but I appreciate the gist.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah, I apologize. I'm sure other goblins are hilarious, but I'm teetotal. Well, water total.
I'm sorry, little man. Here. Where's this? And he kind of waves his arm up, and he's like, she can barely even notice him because of his height. He's like, hey, over here, sweetheart, don't be funny. Take them the size thing. Here. He goes, oh, sorry, sir. He comes over. He goes, oh, I seem to have offended this little goblin lad here, thinking that he wants a bit of drink when he's not teetotal. Would you mind getting him a little something just for whatever his next order is? Here, have it on me. Puts a little gold coin in the tray. She's like, oh, bro, everyone seems to love this little guy tonight.
Oh, there was no need for that. Thank you very much. There was no need.
Oh, it's all right. Have a nice evening then. Because he's usually a big hearty, like almost knocks you across the table, pat in the back, and just carries on.
Oh, I've met loads of nice people today. It's been a fantastic day.
Okay. As you're just beguiling about how everyone's all suddenly so nice, you can see with his little hood up, a third goblin has now entered the tavern. He's got this kind of perpetual look of almost like a kind of dour look on his face as he approaches. He's got little healing potions at his side, a little leather bag with what looks like a mixture of both medical supplies and shoe repair equipment, like cobbler's tools.
Okay. I won't say anything to him unless he says something to me. But
He goes, Tom, my lad, and he kind of notices. He goes, ah, there you are. And he humbles over.
Oh, hello.
He goes, I don't think you remember me. And he kind of puts his bag and goes, but he kind of puts his head down. He's got a little perpetual kind of almost silent. He says, but we were part of the same pilgrimage a while back, but we seem to got all separated.
Oh, right, yeah. How's it going?
Not bad. People are a little more open-minded to goblins than what they used to be.
Oh, absolutely. I've met some great characters.
Any luck on finding the holy? And he kind of realizes and notices the crocs are sitting there. He's like, is that the?
Yeah, shh. Keep it down.
Of course. Shh. I say nothing.
Yeah. Just keep it to yourself, all right? This is top secret Hubbins business.
Oh, don't worry. Doc Martin keeps things always confidential.
Good.
Back upstairs. Right now, a very agitated Sandel just kind of tapping his foot, thinking what to do.
What do I need to show you to make you believe that I'm not lying to you?
I tell you what, I will lead you out of here, and you will lead me to the crocs.
What's in it for me?
I don't pummel you with a shoe until there's nothing but a bloody smear on the floor.
All right, let's go.
Goes into his little satchel and gets out like a extended pair of laces, ties them all together. through the bowler bit that's wrapped around you, and kind of just goes, "Now mush."
I'll get out of the room.
So the door opens, and essentially the viewing is a still wrapped up copy walking out, connected by a giant shoelace to a little goblin who's just like wielding a shoe, just going mush, mush, and starts to lead you guys downstairs. Back to Eric, Cloud, and Elspeth.
Cloud, what do you want to do with these trio of buffoons?
Well, we can. I generally don't like people following me. It's something I'm not exactly accustomed to. But if we can make some sort of deal, maybe.
For three little gnomes look at each other and goes, "What kind of deal?"
Well, you forget that you ever followed us here in exchange for something.
I do have a question.
Like what?
Yes.
In exchange for what?
Hmm. What can we do for you or get for you?
Bring more people to the circus. You see some of the kids kind of like as as soon as they hear the word circus, their ears kind of perk up.
And where is that exactly is your circus? Is it here? Is it in Oman? Is it at this point on the moon?
One person goes, "Which moon?" There's two.
The
Pick
little one.
one.
Oh, right. No. Wait, point one and ten goes, "Believe me, lady, when the circus finally comes to town, you'll know."
Well, if you want people to come to your little circus,
At point one,
when
a coat jacket and pulls out a little roll of tickets.
what I can do is I'll sort something out and I will persuade a few people to accompany.
Again, and deliberate, then you kind of go, "Well, in this case, touch." And it throws you a roll of tickets.
I catch them. I hand out a bunch of these for people who will attend. And what today is? You spent the day having a nice old nap. Yes.
They all start nodding.
So much for no freebies.
Sorry, my boy, but in this life, there's no such thing as free. Something always comes at a cost. You just need to make sure it's a cost you're willing to pay. And Cloud will nod and head over to Ellie, sort of give her a kiss on the cheek and whisper in her ear, Hugh, ringleader, if you can find out any information. Sorry about this. You know what I'm like at the minute. Seems to be happening a bit too often. But take care, and he will sleight of hand her. What have I got?
Cool, she takes it.
I sleight of hand her one of the 500 gold rubies I've got.
Would I be able to see him doing that?
Chloe, make me a sleight of hand check, and Elspeth, make me a perception check.
Nope.
Yeah, as a kid, nope.
Told you I got magic fingers.
Kitty. But yeah, you slip the ruby unnoticed. They'll grab the coat and go, so you'll all get people to come to the carnival, and we'll just pretend this little marching band entrance thing never happened.
I think that's fair. But still need to know whereabouts it is to know who to ask to come. There's no point in inviting people in Western or Stillbend if it's in Iman, or vice versa.
Oh, all you have to do, sign the back of the ticket, and you'll know when the show, you'll be, in which one of them kind of tugs and goes, yeah, you sign the back of the ticket with your name, price of admission. You just, the show will just come to you. Or rather, you come to the show.
He sort of, gotcha. And he nods his head. And telepathically says to Elsbeth, I think it's time for us to go, and making sure these gentlemen come with us. Well, these gnomes come with us.
I will once again begin casting teleportation circle and take us back to the what I assume is a very public teleportation circle in the Cloud Top district in Iman, because we have used it previously.
Yes.
Do they come with us?
Yep, they bundle themselves up in the little coat. Button up the front.
Once again, Elspeth will go last.
Okay, teleportation circle opens, all the music happens, and as you guys go through, obviously Cloud and Eric will go for first, and then the little gnomes, as they're going through, just make like just dumb noises and stuff as you're going through. And they kind of like glance back to Elspeth, and then can just go they right through the portal. Elspeth going last, I presume, and you all end up back in Iman.
Home again.
No more magic for
Well, saying that, and Cloud will turn to the trench coat of 3 gnomes and go, a little bit of free advice. The 2 halflings I knew of who did the similar trick, they did get the coat enchanted, so when they jumped off of each other, the coat would split into 2 smaller coats. Means one's not running around with a big coat. Maybe something to think about in the future.
You see all 3 of their heads poke out of the coat going and speak in unison in that kind of really uncanny but not deliberately creepy way going, really? That's a thing?
Well, they found someone, I'm sure. There's plenty of arcane wizards and sorcerers who I'm sure can work out something similar.
You see the top one kind of like, hey, send a message down to like bottom third down there. Goes, really? What? Goes, points forward, goes, I think that guy Gilmore down there can probably get us a coat. Maybe we can do it before the show. Onward! And he goes, we'll see you all later at the carnival. And they kind of just like bundle themselves up and they maneuver their way through the crowds.
Don't trust.
What do I say though? Carnival folk. Should never trust them. But a deal is usually a deal, and as long as a carny makes a deal, generally they'll stick to it. Bad practice to break a deal, especially in most people's line of business. Starts getting around too much and work dries up.
Like when they were talking about those tickets, they said sign your name on the back. Carnival will come to you once you pay the price of admission. Never mentioned what the price was. If it was gold, but if you're signing a ticket that can teleport you, I assume there might be more to it. Magic get more and more odd or ideal.
I'm sure we'll find out eventually, but we need to find some interesting people to sell some tickets to. Some annoying and pain in the ass people would be best.
Elizabeth?
Unfortunately, most of them don't like us.
I'm actually while I'm doing this, I'm just going to quickly go, I want to double check something and I'm going to pop the comm on my ear on. And I'm just going to go, Elizabeth, is Tom okay? And do you have the shoes? And are you okay? Tell me no one's died while you were gone.
No, no one's died. Someone will,
What?
but no
Not
one's
on the
died.
outside, but on the inside, I think Coffee's dying a little bit. Just
Yeah,
as it
there's that
continues
as
to
well.
head downstairs with the shoelaced lead still bowled up, getting told to shoo, shoo by the little goblin behind him.
I mean, I'll walk downstairs because that's the only. Because I don't know whether Tom's got a room or not.
As you've been led downstairs and you see it almost goes completely quiet in the tavern at the sight of you being led down like this. And then all the kind of dizzyings in the tavern just kind of just start laughing and then just go back about their business.
Is Tom there?
Yep, Tom's there along with Doc.
I'll walk over to Tom.
You walk
Hello.
over.
And I'll look to the goblin behind me saying, see, I wasn't lying.
Oh, hello, Sandow.
Tom. Doc Martin. Doc kind of looks around and goes, Sandel. Weird lady.
What's all this about?
Good. And he kind of notices that you got the shoes just sitting in front of you. He's like, oh, "You got them."
Oh yeah, I got them today. It looks like I'll win that bet.
Oh, all right, you win.
So what are you doing? Tying up this one? You gonna kill her?
Kind of looks at Copy seriously in front of him and goes, "Nah, not worth it."
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
I'll kind of
So
swivel around and find somewhere to sit. Like, if they've got multiple chairs on the table, I'll just sit on one of the chairs, waiting to be released from the bowlers.
So what
as you
happens
do.
now, Sandow? What happens now?
It looks like he's about to give a very serious answer, and then Doc just kind of jumps in and goes, "Actually, we never thought about getting this far."
Yeah, I don't really know what to do with them now. I've got them. You know what I mean?
It's a very odd, and they're all kind of just like sitting there puzzling, just marveling at the croc.
I mean, I'll probably just pray. Probably just put them down. Sort of give one as tribute. Keep the other one like I do with other shoes.
As they're all kind of like marveling about, you see that bard fella come back, and he goes, "Well, you are starting to multiply now. This is usual." You seem like you're all having a bit of an issue here. He's like, he kneels down and he kind of starts staring at the shoes.
Yeah, we're just thinking about giving them as tribute to our god. You know,
You can reason now
the
and goes,
god of
"Oh, so you're all clerics of some description."
yeah. Clerics of Saint Albin, patron saint of quality footwear.
Eyebrow raises ever so slightly. Hmm. Then might I present you a possible idea as how to give homage to Saint Albans.
Well, by all means, all suggestions are welcome.
Goes, well, how does one normally display a fashionable item of clothing?
Mm, like on a mannequin or like on themselves?
General on themselves.
You just wear it.
He kind of just like takes you by the arm and just like points you towards the stage and goes, "Exactly."
Oh no, I'm not. They're not for wearing. They're for praying.
He kind of laughs a little bit and goes, "It was worth a thought. It would have been entertaining at the very least, but yeah, I think probably priority is." Although, just to ask you, does Saint Hubbins actually speak to you at all? I had a cleric friend once, and she would never be able to get through to your god at times where you think they're a bit helpful.
Yeah, he's not super helpful all the time, but sometimes he tells me like where the good shoes are. Sometimes I'll give him a shoe and then I'll keep his shoe and he'll say, "Oh, that's a great shoe. Thanks for that shoe." Um, and sometimes like he gives me like magic and stuff, but generally he doesn't really ever speak to me unless he wants shoes.
Sounds familiar. I don't recall this old acquaintance.
kind of look at the other two goblins. I'll say maybe we should just like worship him together. Sort of make a circle, like a ritual type thing, instead of the inevitable fight that's about to ensue over these shoes.
At which point Doc kind of goes, that sounds like a good idea. Sandel agrees.
Motion carried, and you just bang on the table. All right,
Sandel
how
agrees.
about
So how are we going to do this?
how about tonight in the dark, outside, real culty like. This place has got a nice little beer garden. We could do it out there.
Name a time and all three of us will be there.
Midnight tonight.
Can Copy clear her throat and be like, while you're discussing this, do you need me to be around?
She's a sneaky one, Sandow. I would leave her tied up. No, I'm joking. You can untie her.
At that point, Sandel kind of just maneuvers around and kind of undoes the boulders.
I'll get up and just walk to my room.
Cool. As Copy walks up to the room, a little bit of a bruise where the shoe impacted the head beforehand, but other than that, more just the kind of soul crushing humiliation of being like tied up by a goblin and set upon with a shoe. Return to your room. Anything in particular you used to do in your room?
Yeah, just 1 second. Check. Oh. Okay. I've got snare as a spell. Can I use my tell me tell me. Fantastic. I don't have any rope. No, I'm just gonna go into my room and just gonna I'm gonna make sure the windows are locked and the door is kind of locked, and I'm just gonna sit there and kind of think about kind of what's happened and some of the other things, and take out the notebook and start kind of adding additional notes to the rifle design. And that's
Okay. We jump back to Eric, Lloyd, and Elspeth. How do you guys intend to distribute these tickets, if at all?
I will probably say to Aaron and Elspeth, if you want to head back and meet up with the others, I'll distribute a few of these quickly and catch up with you shortly, if that's all right.
Do
I
we
don't
know?
plan on.
After you.
I don't plan on signing my name to one.
No, the last time I got randomly teleported somewhere, it didn't end well for me, so I will probably join you in that one, Aaron.
That's fine. I wasn't planning on signing myself, but As I said, a deal's a deal. I can at least get a few others to be of interest. Unless you wish to join me, my dear. I know how persuasive you can be at times.
Let me find out where the others are, and I will get back to you on that one. I will quickly whiz a message off to Tom and go, "Hey Tom, it's Elspeth. Just wondering where you guys are. Have you managed to get your shoes? And if so, we will maybe coming to meet up with you, depending on where you are."
This is Tom. We are at where we slept at some sort of tavern where we stayed last night. Yep, I got my.
Cool. I will send Eret to come be with you guys, and me and Cloud will join you later then.
I think I'm back.
Cool. Elspeth said to you that she will send Eret to be with you guys, and her and Cloud will join you later.
Oh, could we speak now? Like everybody.
Let me see what the others say. Give me a moment. And I will say out loud this time. Tom says he really needs to speak to us all as a group ASAP, so we might want to hand out the tickets later.
What time of day is it at the minute, Scott?
Late afternoon.
Fair enough. No disrespect, Eric, but if you wouldn't mind heading on ahead of us, my dear, by any chance would you have any way of disguising yourself?
To look like what?
Anything different? So you're not recognised, that's all.
Oh, wrong one. I will cast Disguise Self and make myself look human. Short brown hair. Fairly indistinct. She'll make herself look very plain.
Carol will use masking many faces to do something very similar. Male, human, again indistinct. So if you don't mind, Eric, heading back, and we won't be but 10-15 minutes behind you. And Cloud will sort of gesture for Elizabeth to follow him. And basically, my idea is, as we head back to the tavern where they stayed, he's just going to take a sort of not a major, but a slight detour route around the back alleys, and he will use the codes he got in Stillbend of the myriad signs and phrases to see if he can find any myriad agents hanging around anywhere and basically trying to persuade them, take these tickets, sign your name to them, and they will help you get access to a private auction or something along those lines. Just blagging it a bit.
Cool. Make me a persuasion check.
Would that be me or Elizabeth or?
However wish, whether one would do it, and if you wish to do it with advantage, since both of you kind of like tag team in this little venture. Yeah.
I have a plus 12.
If you would be so much, if you wouldn't mind, my dear.
I'll do it with advantage then. 30. Did that come through? Did everyone see the roll?
Yes.
That came through. That's 30. Yep, that is a success. Do me a favor now and roll me 2d12s.
Oh,
23.
almost full.
Almost full. That's amazing. This little ticket bundles just seems to have an endless supply of tickets, and you get out 23 of them all handed out, and people go, "Oh right, okay." They sign their names on it. And then as they're all kind of gathered around, and they kind of like see the little back alleys and stuff like going. So when is this auction going to take place? And at which point you just kind of hear like a little kind of squeaky wheel as someone on a unicycle just appears, and they're like, "Follow me, everyone! Follow me! The show is about to begin." And they all start following the little fella with the unicycle.
After they walk off, Cloud just sort of looks at Elspeth and goes, "That's not creepy at all now, is it?"
No, not creepy at all.
Okie dokie. Cloud will put the tickets away and take us down a few other alleyways out the way, and then gesture to drop disguise self, and then probably head a couple of streets along and be at the tavern, hopefully. Probably, as you said, 10, 15, 20 minutes behind our arrival.
Just before we walk in the tavern, Elspeth will stop Cloud and go, I have a feeling this isn't going to go particularly well for me walking in here. So I have an idea. If I change myself into the Tristram that I was in Westrun, you may remember, it means if I have a problem, I'm not so visible, noticeable, I'm not going to embarrass myself, and I'm easily movable.
Of course.
Perfect. So I will polymorph myself into the little blonde Tristram and fly up onto Cloud's shoulder.
Cloud will give a slight nod to her after she's landed on her shoulder. Head on in.
Cool. Now, have you yourselves signed for a ticket?
No.
Nope.
Cool. As you're following this group of people just going behind the guy with the unicycle, they're not quite interested, they're kind of like unusually curious. And they eventually going to follow to what looks like a small little archway with a little, looks like an oversized nutcracker with a little stamp on the end of it. So as soon as people come by, they go, okay, pay the price of admission into the little bucket here. There's a little bucket right outside. The guys all look at us as if, what's the price of admission? It is 1 gold coin and a drop of blood. They all kind of look as if, wait, what? Yeah. They instantly start to kind of open their pouches, pull out a coin, drop it into the bucket. And as the thing stamps the thing for admission in the back of their hand, is a little pinprick. And then lets them in. As they pass through the archway, they seem to disappear into mist.
Okie dokie. I'm glad we never agreed to take the tickets. Well, never agreed to actually go to the carnival. But yeah, Definitely that phrase of "that's not creepy at all" comes back to mind. Yeah, after Elsbeth hopped on Cloud's shoulders, Cloud enters the tavern to probably see Eric's already arrived and 3 goblins sat around a table with some crocs.
You're just going to see Eric standing above them with a face of amazement, like, ah, there's 3 of them now! Staring at them like,
See, this is what happens when you get them wet.
apparently this is what happens when you leave things with Elizabeth. Can we leave all of our gold? No, wait, no.
No!
Oh, did you have a nice day?
You multiplied.
Yeah, sorry. This is my cousin Sandow, and this is former one of our clan members, Dr. Mark.
They both kind of just let him go. Hi.
If all 3 of you stood on top of each other, you'd be able to shake my hand.
They all kind of look at Tom going, can we?
Not now, not now.
Yeah, right, yeah. We got you. Serious look.
Where's the nice lady?
Oh yeah, he's just going to look at Cloud and go, where is...
She's watching. And they'll just sort of stroke their blonde Tristram on his shoulder now.
Yet another animal.
Because this really is a conversation that I need to have with everybody.
The
Here.
Tristan will begin to purr, by the way.
Tom can polymorph, so he probably gets the gesture.
Everybody's here and needs to be here.
There's more magic nonsense.
No. Well, I got my shoes back. Well, I didn't get them back. I got them. I finally got hold of them. They're mine. Well, ours. We're gonna do our ritual tonight to hand them off to St. Albans, and then that's my pilgrimage finished. So that was a good day. Something weird did happen with Elizabeth.
Well, there's nothing new there.
Well, for a start, I am a nice goblin. That doesn't mean I'm a stupid goblin. And I think people mistake my niceness for stupidity sometimes. And I think today she did that. When we were in the office of the man who had the shoes, she asked me to leave, and I thought that was suspicious. So I turned invisible and I hid instead. When I did so, she, well, and she'll look at Cloud. Yesterday you said about doing a job, about shipments of guns.
Cloud will sort of go, shh, keep your voice down, but yes.
Well, Elizabeth tipped off the man that you were gonna go and take out these shipments, and then said that not to attack her. But basically, yeah, told him that you guys were coming. In exchange for a rifle, I believe.
Cloud's jaw would definitely be clenched, and Elizabeth being sat on his shoulders would definitely feel like the fur starting to stand up on end,
No.
as it like the hackles on his back.
She won't feel a thing. What you might notice is actually the Tristram has begun to shake, and her claws have probably started to dig into your shoulders just a little bit.
So we're both very pissed off, and I probably wouldn't notice that too much because he's very annoyed now.
Like I said, I'm nice. I'm not stupid. So I thought I don't know what was going on, so I thought I'd listen in, and it sounded to me like she was setting you guys up.
Yeah, that's definitely how it seems, my friend.
She's not very nice, and when I asked for the shoes, and then she told me you haven't done anything for me, so she's clearly all just about herself. So I felt like at first I thought maybe I'll give her the benefit of the doubt, but the more she did that, the more I realized that it's just self-preservation. Sorry.
There's nothing for you to be sorry about. You've just proven by miles who the stupid party here is.
But in good news, Sandown managed to tie her up with some bolos for a little bit. That was good. I think you might have stabbed her with a shoe as well. Did you stab her with a shoe?
Stab it with this, and he kind of pulls out the stiletto heel into the dagger.
Yeah, Sandown stabbed her with that. But yeah, you guys have been really nice to me over the last couple of days, and I thought I'd repay the favor.
Eric's gonna stand up from the table and walk over to the bar. He's gonna put 5 gold down in the bar and just say, "I'm sorry about your door," and then just walk upstairs.
Yeah. Cloud will also walk over to the bar and put down another 5 gold and say, whatever those 3 little goblins want, eat, drink, whatever. See to it they have it. If it's comes to any more than this, let me know. And then he will proceed to follow Eric up the stairs.
Sorry.
No, go on.
As Cloud began to move towards the bar, Elspeth will have panically dashed off of his shoulder and started making for the door.
Cloud will send his Tristram after her, just to keep an eye on her. And then tap his boot as he gets to the stairs and activate his wand of invisibility to turn invisible.
I'm gonna kick the door down. Kick it.
You kicking the door down? Okay, strength check.
See, this is the one time I'll roll it up. Hey!
What door?
I guess I'll jump and put my notes away.
What was a door now just like little toothpicks just been like atomized, just poof.
She's gonna bust in and turn around and go, "And now you double crosses, we give you a chance."
Sorry. What? I didn't
So,
double cross anyone.
Toto's brother,
Yes. And
you told him?
who told him what?
You are aware the goblins are a lot sneakier than you think. Little goblin
Yeah,
friend
it's
has
been
told
made
us.
aware to me.
So our little goblin friend downstairs told us that you told Toto's brother everything about the shipment. All for a rifle and some ammo.
Shit. Should have been more perceptive. No, I told him that the shipment was being targeted and we were being tasked to target it for a rifle because he's helped me out before with the weapon. I needed a weapon and that was it.
Uh,
I didn't sell anyone out.
but now we can't do that job because if we go near that, they'll have upped security to the point where we'll get murdered.
Well, we didn't decide on doing the job in the first place. We were still debating on it. No harm, no foul.
It was still something you should have discussed with us before you did it. It's still not fair game.
None of you came to harm. I didn't lie to you. I actually asked you for more information about this job. Wouldn't give it to me. We weren't decided on taking it. I saw no reason why I couldn't share the information. Unless, of course, you intend to do the job, in which case, we're all kind of screwed right now.
There hadn't been a decision made as a group.
No, the group decision was we were going to think about it.
Which now we can't do.
Again, no harm, no foul. We're trusting people we don't know with information we don't know where it's from.
Tom will pipe up at this point from behind Cloud. Just kind of say, "Oh, why did you ask that only you get protected?"
Because in the event you guys decide to do it, at least that way I can get us out of it much easier than having to deal with the other two who don't seem to like the other person.
Yeah. You gave the guards your appearance and said to let them know that not to hurt you.
Yes, because then it will give me a chance to speak to them, not necessarily not to hurt everyone else.
I think this is a group of really nice people, and I think you've done a really horrible thing.
It's just business.
Just business when it only affects you, when it only hurts you, is just business. Me going out and attacking a mugger because he's being a bad person, if it's just me that's in danger, is just business. You taking an assassination contract that only affects you and not the rest of the group is just business. Tom getting shoes to give his god that only affects him is just business. No offense, Tom.
None taken.
However, taking a decision that a group is to make and then essentially making it yourself is not just business.
The group didn't make a decision. You decided to wait.
We decided to wait to make a decision.
On what? Information that we didn't know whether reliable or not. Just because one person said it, just because Cloud said it.
And I'm here kicking down a door just because one person said that you said something.
And from behind Copy just hears, and this is for safety's sake.
Believe
I take it 20 hit.
20 would hit, but I'll uncanny dodge that if possible.
That's fair enough, because it will be a crit anyway.
Yeah, crit anyway. Go ahead.
And Schneck attack.
Sorry, I forgot that add sneak attack, so that's a 16.
So that's
16 plus 24, so that's a 40 points of damage.
half, or
That's
oh no,
16.
that's
No.
doubled half.
16 needs to be doubled, so that would be 25 by
No,
itself.
no, he's hold on, yeah, that's right, sorry. 16 doubled,
32.
Well,
32.
yeah.
No, not 16 doubled, sorry.
No, the 9 doubled and then plus 7, so that's the 25.
Yeah, so half of 25 is 12,
And then
so
24 total.
36. Yeah, so 36 points of damage, and you are currently poisoned.
Hold on, I need to read what the poison condition. I guess I'll spit out some blood and say, what's that for? You've got to stop hitting me randomly like this.
A backstab for a backstab.
It wasn't a backstab. I don't know what you guys are getting so antsy
You
about.
say about your business. You mess with what I call business, and we'd be done with it. And I will bonus action Hexblade's Curse and do my second attack. And I assume as Eret is on the opposite side, I assume I get flanking.
Advantage, yep.
Yeah, 25 hits.
Mm, 33.
Huh?
30. Oh, sorry. I forgot to take something off. That's my bad. Sorry, that's an 18. I forgot to take the poison off.
Okay, is that 18 damage?
18 damage, yeah.
Okay, nothing came up on my screen. Bear with me.
Yeah, the damage
Oh.
never showed.
Don't do this to me, roll 20.
It's fine, 18.
We saw the hit, but not the damage.
Yeah. Again, cough of blood. What do you want from me? I have been truthful to you guys as much as I want, but I can't tell you everything about me. Well, that's a lie. I have told
Truthful
you
as much as you want. I don't care what you want anymore. What I want is not to have someone who goes behind my back, who jeopardize something that I may have business in, because they
You go
don't
behind
know.
everyone's back as well. Let's not play about with this.
When
I
have I
asked
gone?
you a very simple
Eret?
question before. You didn't say anything
Because you have
when
not
I was
earned
honest.
any trust. You have no trust, you have no respect. You do not earn or guarantee anything in return. I have no need to show you any of these. I have shown it to everybody else because they have earned it, deserved it, given it back in tow. But you just flake and whine and moan and bitch and think you are great and powerful. You are the bounty hunter, the all-knowing, the all-powerful. But I have no word on who you are, where you've come from. And my network spreads far and wide, and I have no clue who you are. My
I
business has
have
always
told you.
been information, and you are not any information I can find, which means you are bull.
What do you want me to say? Let's leave it at that. I told you everything about me last night. Whether you choose to believe me or not is up to you. I have generally always tried to be honest with you guys, except for when the information would have hurt you. I told you when I thought Elsa was going to get hurt. I sent you a letter with information when I thought she was going to get hurt. Yes, I do certain things behind your back because they're my things, and I do not want other people to be affected by it because they're my things. But I don't do something that will hurt someone.
I don't know if Dragonborns are just your bad charm. We might be. But since I joined this merry band of misfits and so far, you've told us things that have affected us. Things you do are now hurting. For example, I know you keep saying we hadn't decided upon doing said job yet, but now the decision was taken away from us.
No, the
And
decision is still yours whether you want to do it or not.
But
Based
you've
on
increased it
from
to
someone.
an awkward level.
but the odds went from, let's say, 70% success down to 30% success now with a 25% mortality ratio. Anyone that's been in any form of military, assassination training, combat training, anything will tell you the odds are no longer valuable. They were far more valuable to us. If you wanted a rifle that bad, we could have got one after doing this.
No, I wanted the contact. For what it's worth, that guy is a good contact to have. You guys don't like him because of his relationship with Toto. I never had anything against him.
I don't care what his relationship with anyone is.
No, but that's what it always is. It's about relationships. I'm building my network of relationships. Whether I like him or not is irrelevant.
Your network is sacrificing your defense. You're building a web of network, yes, but you were sacrificing the inner structure of that very quickly. Your strongest network comes from the people around you that are willing to get in the way of that gunshot, that bow and arrow, that are willing to take out the target that you can't get to, that are willing to heal you when you can. And again, another point you've made is you'd rather have the information from one person than the help of 3 or 4.
I was there for the conversation. There was no exchange of information. It was selling the group out for a rifle.
It was
You-
selling information for a rifle. It had nothing to do with the group.
information that would get everybody killed except you.
Again, the way I set up the network, or intended to, was I could talk myself out of it or talk us out of it.
Exactly. You started with myself, then the group. It's all about you.
What do you want me to say, Cloud? I have always been alone. I work alone. And I've always maintained I don't consider you guys my friends. So,
Why follow us around like a puppy dog? Why don't you just flake away into the shadows as the alone, wandering changeling that you are, copy?
she told you.
Of course she told me. We have trust. We have respect. Secrets are kept between those who are trusted and respected. You cannot guarantee any secret you give anybody cannot be kept unless you have trust in them, respect for them, and they carry that same back towards you. I have known you for quite a while now, and I have known Eric only for a few days, and I have more trust and respect for this one than I have for you, by leaps and bounds.
I'll sit back onto the bed, just like kind of almost collapse onto the bed. She told you. You trust people, and this is what you get. Fine. What do you want from me? If you want me to leave, I'll leave. I only stayed because I had a promise to fulfill. But clearly, you don't trust me enough to let me complete it. So I'll leave if you want me to leave.
If Copy's fallen onto the bed, is her bag of holding hanging around anywhere?
Probably lying next to the bed.
Yeah.
Cloud's gonna put his hand into the bag and just think gun, knowing Copy and how she's acting about getting guns and wanting guns.
He would probably find the blunderbuss in there. The pistol would be on my person.
Pull it out. I don't recognize this one. Is it new?
Yes.
It looks pretty new. And what information did you sell for this?
It wasn't information, it was a contract.
No, was it the contract to what? Kill someone? The hit
Actually,
out on Toto? The
actually,
hit out on Ben?
Ben. Who's Ben?
That was his name, but
Oh, Benjamin.
yeah.
How do you know Benjamin?
Of course I know Benjamin. We dealt with him the first time we met Toto's brother. Well, second time maybe, when he was getting his ass kicked by them.
Yes, the contract was to kill Toto and for Benjamin. Admittedly, I didn't expect his brother to say Toto, but when he did, I had to think of a way to show, or at least attempt to show, that Toto was dead.
Oh my word. So you are a famous bounty hunter who always catches their prey. But you don't catch your prey, you make fake bullshit excuses and say you've done it. How pathetic. You can't even go through with a contract that you agree to. And Cloud points the gun at your face and pulls the trigger.
There is no bullet in Blunderbuss.
That's fair enough. He still pulls the trigger.
As
Uh,
Cloud pulls the trigger, you'll find that the thing is actually been welded together. It's a display piece.
The trigger doesn't even click. Fucking hell.
I was gonna say at that point,
Gun
I
was
jumped.
never examined. It's a fucking diac. It's never meant to work. It's meant to be a wall mount.
That point, Eric's actually going to jump across the room and grab Cloud. Yeah,
I guess I would notice that it's a wall mount and everything you said.
As soon as you notice that when he goes to pull that trigger, nothing happened. Not just that it didn't go click, in fact that he couldn't pull the trigger. It was solid.
Cloud just starts laughing. A bullshit answer for a bullshit job.
Apparently. In any case, clearly I'm not good enough at the moment. What do you want from me, Cloud? Let's cut to the chase. Do you want me gone?
Walk away. Walk to the another continent, please. Be out of my sight, be out of my air, be out of this country. Would be beautiful for me. Because in the mood I am, if I wasn't restrained at the minute, I might take your head. And I want you gone. Because you know me, you know my friends, you know people I care about. I get a whiff, a hint, a taste of you on the air, nearby. You are the cause of anything that causes us trouble. I will use every resource I have, every favor I have ever built up. I will use everything I know to hunt you down. And I will kill you. I will not bullshit like you do. You will be headless. I will pin your head to a wall and make sure they know you are dead.
At this point, by the way, Eric's going to squeeze Cloud's arm a bit tighter and go, "That's enough. Stop it."
No. Let him finish. Let him get it out.
Just go. Threaten a friend. Think you're trust and you're friends with us, but you do not show any signs of it. Take a contract out of a person I feel brother to. For that alone, I should take your head.
I'll be gone in the morning after I rest up. You will hear no more from me. I'll take out the earpiece and give it to him. That was yours. And this also belonged to your friend. And I'll give him the sword of sharpness. As far as where
As
we go
Eric's got Cloud sort of just looks at Tom and sort of just goes, "Would you please mind, Tom?"
Get right now.
I think Sam's having some difficulty getting back on.
Get
Yeah.
a power cut.
Oh shit. Oh yeah. Just reading. Yeah, I assume Tom would just hustle in and grab the stuff then.
He can. Sam can hear he's in the voice. I just don't know if he can talk.
Yeah, he's got his self muted. If you notice, Sam.
Yeah, no, I can see your light turning green to say you're trying to talk, but no sound's coming through, Sam. Nope.
Tom is very scared and can't talk right now. That's Sam not working, buddy.
Type it.
I don't want to speak on Sam's behalf, but I would guess Tom would take the items.
I assume so.
Yeah.
I'll be gone in the morning. Don't worry. And I do hope you keep your promise. Because I have made bed with death. And for what it's worth, I didn't lie to you guys about my history.
And I'll be honest, because you are honest about your history and the connection that your past was close to my past, I felt a bit of a connection to you for once, until you said you took a contract out on my friend. I know what it is to be hunted by slavers. I know what it is for family to be taken by slavers.
As you're saying this, I'm reading the thing here. Tom's walking up as he's about to collect the stuff, hearing all this, and then just reaches over to Copy, hand on her waist, and uses inflict wounds at level 6.
I think you're
What
going to
inflict
need to
wounds?
roll for it, Scott, because I don't think Sam can get to roll 20.
Give me a sec. Pull up character sheet. Because I was reading it as he was typing it so that we could, the conversation was going on, but wrong one, sorry.
That's fine. I was waiting for a pause to point it out just in case you hadn't spotted it.
I was waiting for a break in the conversation, they kind of rolled.
Yeah. And he also wants to add Fury of the Small to it, so that'll be an extra 11 points of damage if it hits.
Yeah, is that 27 damage?
No,
the
27 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
$31 plus 11, 42.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm unconscious. If it's necrotic, I die outright or something?
I don't think so.
No, I think that's old editions, mate.
Oh, okay.
At this point, Eric's just going to shout, "That's enough. We've done enough."
Just before passing out, Copy will kind of spit out blood and say, can't believe she told you. And then pass out.
Eric's going to turn to Tom and go, "Tom, can you grab these items, please?" Cloud, don't do something you're going to regret. You might not regret it now, and I know you really, really want, but not. If it comes back to bite us, it'll bite me, and I'll make sure it only bites me. But I can't let you kill someone and fight back.
Of course. If you would mind
I'll let
either
him.
letting me go or just walk me downstairs.
I'll put my arm around his shoulder in a more friendly manner, but that that way where you're kind of holding someone's shoulder tightly, but not tightly enough to force anything on them. And I'll just kind of lead him outside, while kind of like slowly put my hand under Tom's head, just kind of pushing Tom out with the stuff as well. Like, we're leaving.
Yep. And Cloud will sort of put his arm on Eric's shoulder as well, and sort of nod and walk with him and head downstairs and probably meet up with Tom's goblin friends and say maybe it'd be best for us to leave now.
While you guys are getting ready to leave, I'm going to go to the bar. I'm just going to go. One of our friends, one of our acquaintances had a very, very. Sorry?
Can Copy make a death save while you guys are just walking out? First fail. Carry on.
I'm going to ask the bar staff possibly. I'm just gonna go. I know it's a bit unusual, and I know you probably wouldn't normally. There is a room upstairs missing a door. I've already paid for the door. Here's another 5. Would you please move the person and their belongings to a quiet room, out of the way, and then wake them up in the morning? Let them.
Make a persuasion check.
Pay them.
Meanwhile, Copy make a second death save.
Woo!
The save.
And I got 20.
They take the money and kind of go, this is very unusual, and we don't want a habit of this.
It will never happen again. I promise you that.
Okay. Right now, as Cloud is following Tom outside, they see Doc Martin and Sandell pissed out their skulls, just kind of dancing about in the beer garden. It's like, wow, it's the best day ever. With the Crocs, being held in the center of their little kind of triad that they've built up, waiting for Tom to reappear. Third death save, please, for Copy. Save.
I will telepathically connect to my Trism to see where it's chased Elizabeth to.
Okay. You switch back to the Trism, and it is chased Elspeth a fair distance into the city. And as she's frantically running between like bits of rubble, people's legs, and stuff, she's eventually scooped up and went, hey there, little thing, you're a bit on the crazy side, and Calm Emotions is cast onto Elspeth.
I get to resist that, do I not? Is that not some sort of save there?
Does someone have it handy so I can double check? Give me a sec.
2 seconds.
Charisma saving throw.
Okay, we'll check before we do anything. Charisma saving throw. You resist it.
Yeah, so she goes to scratch whoever it is across whatever she can reach and just bolts out of the arms.
Ooh, feisty little thing. And just as Cloud's Trissom kind of comes in the corner to see it, we see that the individual that had tried to calm Elspeth down is again someone else wearing kind of bizarre makeup and hair all kind of pulled up into a spiral fashion with like little bits of gems to it.
Okay. I assume we don't know this person.
No, just seems to be an carny type that's kind of popped around.
Okay. My Trism will just carry on following Elizabeth. Try and catch up with her a little bit and sort of nudge her and sort of like not badly, but sort of like start slapping her with the wing and everything, sort of like trying to smack her out of it the best it can do.
Cool. How does Elspeth react?
Not well, I would assume, to being what she would deem at this moment as attacked, because obviously she's not quite in her right mind to know what's going on.
It's less like it's smacking you upside the head. It's more sort of like putting its wing over your face and sort of just trying to block you and like try and stop you the best they can. You've got a cat, you know how they want to try and get your attention.
Would she be in her right mind enough to drop the concentration on polymorph?
Make a wisdom save and find out. And can Copy make another death saving throw, please? Stabilize.
Back at 1.
No, you don't go back to consciousness. You don't have to make death saves anymore.
No, I swear if you have 3 successes, you stabilize at 1 HP.
No, you stay at 0. You're stabilized at 0 for 1d4 hours. Then you wake up at 1 HP.
Oh,
Unless you get a natural 20 and then you wake straight up at 1 HP.
I got an 18 on my wisdom save to see if I am aware enough to drop the polymorph spell.
Yeah, you'd be an 18, you'd be aware enough.
So she will drop the spell and then dimension door 400 feet away from the Tristram. No particular direction. She's not aiming for anything in particular. She just, in a panic state, wants to get away.
As you dimension door randomly and just throw yourself forward, no clear direction. When you appear, you land in what looks like a city.
So I've landed in someone's house.
Yep.
And bolt out the front door?
You run up to the front door and you go. The door's locked because it's quite late at night at this point, and you can just hear, hold on, I've fucking opened. They're thinking that the noise is coming from the outside. They didn't realise that someone's actually on the inside until they come down. And they go, oh. Really? Really? Of all the people who have to come into my house, one of my holiday homes away from Worcester, and leans over the balcony at the top, and you look up, and it's Vincent. And of all people, hang on. And he just kind of wiggles his hands, the lock's on down the door, and goes, shoo, come on. Not tonight. Too late. Just
She's gone. That could have gone so bad.
Kinda did.
as Elspeth running through the streets of Mon late at night. Cobby lying pretty much like Loki after the fight with the Hulk. Tom joining his extended family to do their little ritual thing to St. Albans, the purveyor of great footwear. That's what we'll call it for tonight.
So on that note, I will turn the stream off. So, night stream.
Nice stream.